So you have a chapter in here called Making Time to Think.
Yeah.
It's so important for us to have that balanced life so we don't burn out.
Right.
And the other thing is that I think we're better consultants if we reflect on what we're doing, and we can help the client system reflect on where they're at.
Right.
So what's your take on all that?
Well, I'm finding, especially with this technology and 24/7, 365, it's hard for everybody, and especially leaders, to even have time to think. I see people, running from meeting to meeting, and they're barely prepared for the next one.
Right.
And so I personally have my own practice, which I can share. But the other thing is also helping clients think through that. So for me, I go offline one weekend a day. So I don't check email. I'm not online. I just take a little break. And that helps a lot because your smartphone can be like giving you little messages, LinkedIn, Twitter, etc. And it's helpful just to do that. The other thing for me is what I realize is that I don't like to make snap decisions anymore, especially if I'm working with a client doing an assessment or I have to make some big decision. I want to sleep on it.
Right. Oh,
and
yes.
So I will think about it, and sometimes I'll just say I'll put it on the back burner. I'm gonna, make dinner. I'll do something else. I'll watch a television show. I'll think about that tomorrow, and oftentimes that will just come.
Yeah.
The right decision.
The right decision comes.
And so it's giving that time, and I find that when I'm coaching clients now, and it doesn't matter, if you're the secretary or the CEO, it's giving people permission almost to think.
Right.
To say no, it's okay to not fill up your schedule with all of those meetings. It's okay to say, I need a block of time to do my work. Otherwise, you're working 24/7 yourself. And so I think it's just incredibly important, and I try to model it, but then also working with a client. Now, the one thing I had one client that he used to think when he ran.
Oh,
so he would run every morning.
Oh, yes.
But then things got crazy, and he had to, give more reports, more reporting, more hands-on work, and so he stopped running. And what was interesting is that as he stopped running, the worse the situation got, because he was simply reacting. And so I remember saying, you have to start running again. And he'd say, well, I have these early morning meetings. And it's like, well, then cancel them. Because you have to start running again if that's where you think. So, yeah.
Running clears the mind.
It does. So having and building that into a person's schedule is so important.
Yeah. Wonderful.